Hey, howdy, and hello. I'm just fading it out. I thought I could make it to the bathroom, and that didn't work out. I will figure that one out. Look at this funny thing. I'm on my son's laptop. Can you hear me okay? Check, 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 check one, check one. I know. I'm going to do the whole thing at the end. Howdy and hello. That's it. Look at, he's even got his blue tape. He knows his mommy so well that when he uses his laptop, he puts this over the camera. So that was an interesting thing. I was on my daughter's laptop, which I usually use. Greetings. Hi, Glenn. Hi, Carol. Hi, Jane. Hi, Blazer. Thanks, guys. Trying this time out because I got a Bigfoot cake to make tonight. And yes, I'm going to send y'all pictures and I will post it on the tubes of you. I worked at the little fancy boutique today and back to this little half day. So I'm going to do this time this week and next week. But yeah, laptop situation again, per usual. So just followed me from California. However, I know we do have a giant problem, not just the giant that was tapping my window on the last live with Carol and Jane, but my giant. I guess maybe he supposedly changed our server. So maybe my daughter's not hooked up on that yet. Mr. Gamer Man is. So we'll see how long this little laptop lasts. The cake is going to be funny. Hi, Dustin. Hey, you. What's shaking? What's crack-a-lacking? Good to see you. Hey, I don't mind his laptop. This is kind of a nice filter for 51. I can't even use, if I were to even use the light, just completely blows out. Anyway, little care share, chit chat, because why not? And I got the place to myself, except for Kitty Cat on the other side of this wall and Bo the dog right here. I have been the babysitter, even though I had to work. So the kitten's been home for the first time by herself. That was interesting and a very interesting night. She had the zoomies. She was missing her mama, my daughter Charlie. And so I'm high on B12 and mushroom coffee. So let's go. Yeah. I'm glad you could hear me though. I'm glad this worked out. I had a panic moment. Called Mr. Producer Man. Blazer, I got to get you on the payroll. I still can't figure it out. And I think my daughter's just going to be pissed because I'm the one who used her laptop last. And then it just doesn't connect. It's not just StreamYard. It's the whole thing. So I rebooted it. I restarted it. Like it just won't connect. It says it's connected to the internet, but nothing is going on. So whatever. The kitten's name is Cookie. Cookie. When she got her, people had her named her Cooking Mama. So if anyone's a gamer, they know Cooking Mama, I guess, is a game or a character in a game. So she changed it to Cookie. Hi, Missing Time. Hey, how are you? How the heck are you? Cheers to you. And hey, there might be new peeps. Hello to the new peeps. Thank you for that. I just saw something there because I'm going to talk about the hairy cake again in a second. Thank you, Chris. How the heck are you? Cheers to you. Yes, the energy is a little bit of adrenaline kicking because I was like, am I going to really do this on my phone? Whenever I do that, it doesn't work out. However, I got excited because then I can introduce you to the kitty because I can't quite take her out on my own. She just fly out. And I'm really going slow with Bo the dog. So Bo the dog has a squirrel fetish. He still thinks he's a hunter and goes for the squirrels. And this kitten is like little. So even though they're having these meet and greets through this mesh screen and so far so good, and he has lived with a cat before James the cat passed, we have to go slow because the instinct in him is it's not like he's going to attack it and bite it and swing it around and try to break its neck. He's going to want to love on it and play it, and he's going to squish it. So we have to be very careful. So we're going very slow. Oh, Dustin. Cheers, mister. Glenn, how the heck are you? Hi, Kalina. How are you? Kalina. I know I said it wrong again, didn't I? Kalina. Telly again with your nice to see you. Good, Chris. I'm glad. Heartless worker. Oh, I like that name. Let's go. Heartless worker. I bet you're full of heart. What are you doing? Come on. What do you work at? Roger Blair. How the heck are you? Cheers to you. I think this might be a better time than the evenings, maybe even for me. Energy wise. Now you remember Chiro was on live with me. Yep, the other day. Yes. Carol and Jane are a blessing. They're a blessing to the community. I know they've been doing some wonderful introductions. They really help lift up new platforms and everything. And I'm really grateful for the introduction too to Pop's Country Store, which I will, Pop, well, I'm talking third person, will be on Pop's Country Store Friday, September 18th. I also know that Pop's community, Gary's community, they lift people up. They have a prayer thread. So I do have to start with a little heavy heart, and then we'll bring it back up. But if you all could please send some blessings to my Aunt Linda in Detroit, because my Uncle Vince is in the hospital right now. And now it's not like a sudden, there's some ailments going on. I'm not going to make it too much of a pressing thing or put things too much out there. He needs some help, assistance, healing, and just being comfortable in his body. But my aunt could use a lot of support too. This is a lot. And and she's my mom's big sister. So this is my Aunt Linda. Love her to pieces. And oh boy, she's a horsewoman. She's an animal person. She's awesome. And my Uncle Vince was the life of the party, man. And you know, they're rock stars. They're rock stars. So they could just use a little love right now. So if you could just give them a little, throw a little love out to Detroit, please. That would be awesome. Giant and I are looking at tickets, Green Bay to Detroit, just to do a little pop over visit. Bring some love. So I wanted to share that with you all. How recent is the kitten? Less than a week. We're gonna talk to our landlord. So tiny. This was a promise. Now it's not divided, the giant and I, but a couple years ago when my cat James died, the cat really became my daughter's cat. It was very much James was an outlet for her after her biological pretty much abandoned them, chose not to stay in touch and everything, even though it has nothing to do with them. I just found that to be pretty heartless, and I'm not going to go there today. But she channeled all of it into this cat. So when they passed, the mama bear was like, I promise we'll get you a kitten. And at the time, when she's 13, 14, I'm like, when you're 16, how about your sweet 16? Might not get you a car, but maybe how about a kitten? And so we started looking in July around her brother's birthday, and she fell in love with one. And Giant's like, no. And we're like, it's a promise. And so we're still working on it. I bet you when we're not here, he's snuggling up with it. I'm just going to put that out there because he is a gentle giant. Bear in mind. So I might be slow. I'm sorry. You guys are you are quick in this chat. I want paw to the face. The dog will learn. Yes. Bo will definitely learn. Okay. I'm going to go. Sorry. I get one question and then I go off, don't I? Do I see Terry again? Mr. B. Terry's in the house. Hello, Australia. Thank you for those sweet messages. And I love you sending me all those fun reels. He's got the best, funniest reels and stuff. So thank you. Terry, we can't wait to see you again in person on here. As in layoff, calling me Lee. Oh, Kalina. Did I mess it up again? Yes, I heard Dolly Parton passed away. I'm sure everybody here has watched, but 9-5. Awesome movie. My sister and I love that movie. We've loved that movie since we were kids. So she's working hard. I know we can go down the rabbit holes of Dolly Parton, but for now, we will bless her and cheers her in the after. Hi, Aaron Moriarty. How the heck are you? Cheers to you. How are you in Dirty? Aaron's in Dirty Sturge. He's a dirty sturgeon. I shared that the other night, Aaron. I think you were doing your live, but I was a guest on the show and I talked about all the little woo mysteries and all the fun stories of Door County here. So, and of course I shared about the ship on 3rd Street in 1952. I did some research and all my knowledge from you. It's a bummer over Dolly. I'm too slow, aren't I, folks, ladies and gents. Carol and Jane are my new parents. I'll tell them later. I think you just told them now. I think they're everybody's parents. I think that's really cool. Thank you for the love up. Oh yeah, I am pretty. I'm just reading everything. I'm just gonna sit here and read. Aaron's working on more children's books. Yes, I told Aaron we were at a dentist's office here in town and we saw one of his books. It's called Popple. It's really cute. He's got kids games and books and coloring books and everything, and you can see him around town. So I think that's pretty cool. So where's the other chat? So there's a mobile. Yeah, it's a StreamYard thing. I guess there's a mobile screening. There's the regular landscape on YouTube. I know we're at Rumble and we're at Facebook right now too, but so there's some random chats going on. Oh, you were on Roger, you were on her official chat or her channel. That's pretty sweet. If you're on the phone, it might not be another chat. Oh, and there's Aaron. Jeremy Smith, how the heck are you? See, it's just energy and diarrhea of the mouth. That's what happens. And it's a sad day. Is that a Dolly Parton thing too? Oh, it's been many few years. Jeremy's from the hometown. So we got some other peeps, I think, in Illinois in here. Okay, I think I'm caught up here. Oh, and Terry's over there too. Thanks for all those little bumps. Thank you. Thanks, Blazer. Thank you for that. Yeah, what was I going to share? Where do we go from here? The tapping. I thought that was so cool. I know a lot of you were in the live the other night. I sent pictures the next day to Carol and Jane just to validate and show them I'm on the second floor. And yes, believe it or not, I am in a closet. I know there's a window. It might have been, it's a 1905 house. It might have been an old nursery room. I don't know, but right behind this little screen, which is just a little folding accordion screen, are all our clothes that go all the way back. And then there's the bedroom. So now you can send energy, send some good energy, will you? But there's a window and it drops. So in the middle of the live, after I talked about my Bigfoot story and experience, mind you, and talked about frequency, and there was no rain, there was no wind, there was no however anything would happen. And it was like this on the window in front of me. Wasn't that awesome? I just had validation. I like that kind of stuff because I don't have an explanation for that. There is, unless you connect it to what we were talking about in a little nudge of you're going the right way and this is validation. So let's just roll with that one. Cal, I'll just stick to Cal. Thanks, Cal. I'm going to get it right. I'm going to reread these and I'll get it right. I promise you next time I will absolutely get it right. I know. So when was it, Jeremy? I think you just said 7th, 8th grade. No, it couldn't possibly. Was it that long? Wasn't it high school too? Weren't you in my sister's class? What was your graduating class? Are you still in the Illinois area? Curious. So yeah, that little ding-a-ling-a-ling, that was kind of fun. And we just had fun in general. We just had fun telling the tales. Of course, as soon as the good old algorithms and things, as soon as I'm kind of online, I find some other little stories. Like there's some fires I heard about in Door County, more specific tales about them, and a monument that's for that. So I might have to go check that out. And I forgot to talk about, I think it's Buffalo Ridge Road. I think that's it. Buffalo or Blue? Buffalo, which is like 2 miles. Aaron, do you know what that is? Apparently, not only a lot of anomalies on the road, but it's like super dense. The energy, it's like standing still. It's like you're driving it and you're feeling things. So guess where I'm going after I make my Bigfoot cake? A tap on the window is way better than the toilet flushing. I think I blew away perhaps listeners with that story because it's not the same toilet, which happens if there's plumbing issues or whatever. What makes it so haunting at the old drive-in up north is that they're random ones. And that I find to be like a little like, huh? And the water pressure, everything else is normal, everything's working now. Like I said, everything's the same as like the 80s and 90s. So, but that's what it did then too. So I just think that's pretty. Talco detector's back. Cello. How are you? Hola. Nice to see you. Hello, Chile. So we have Australia, we have Chile in the house. I know we have Illinois. The tip tapping on the window was wild. You saw it too. Yes, it was. I had the zoomies after that. That was really funny. Hi, Talco detector. Cheers. I'm just going to share your love there, mister. Hi, Talca. He's waiting on his interview and he's got a translator and I promised him. So look what's happening, Talca. I'm starting to get my rhythm and I'm getting my routine and schedule down. So we were going to get you and your translator in the books. I was checking out, you all should check out Talco Detector's channel. Incredible little stories. He's like digging up artifacts and he's finding all these mysterious, well, I could find better names for this stuff, ancient history from his country, and he's digging it up and telling the tales, and it's fascinating. He's like a little down south Indiana Jones. So go check him out, and hopefully I can interview him very, very soon. I have a feeling once school kicks off, which I have to talk about, then oh yeah, I'm gonna answer that. I wonder, I not wonder, I know that there will be more of a rhythm and a schedule at home. Summer's a little like, psh. So Gerald, I don't know if it's in the men's bathroom. Good question. I think it was because that was the talk of the town, but the women's restroom more so. Maybe because it's a woman ghosty ghost. Who knows? I will always say ghosty ghost. We're doing good. ¿Cómo estás? I think I know what you said. I need a special thing. Aussie Ange, another Australian. How the heck are you? Blessings to you, beautiful. How are you doing over there? And Glenn, what's the heck? Did you see what's going on in Santa Clarita? So Newhall, which was our favorite place to go dine. If we put on our fancy pants and we wanted to go like out to a foo-foo, everywhere was a foo-foo dinner. In-N-Out became expensive, but like our anniversary, or if we did something foo-foo, we always went to Newhall on Main Street because they had the best restaurants, award-winning chefs, and everything. Went up in flames yesterday. I think a block out of like 5 blocks, like a block. Correct me if I'm wrong. I didn't check up on it today, but that is, and the whole area, this is from the Gold Rush days. There's a train station there from the Gold Rush. They have kind of like Hollywood Walk of Fame stars on the old Western sidewalk. I can't find my words. And they all have like the old Cowboys names on there and the old Hollywood Western stars and stuff too. Big fire there yesterday. Totally blows. That totally blows. Why am I getting a friend request? Oh, this is from a game. That's from my son's thing. So that stinks. What's the translation? Oh, we need translation from before. Yes, there's Talco detectors. Thanks, Blazer. It was really fascinating. It was really cool. He's doing his thing. He knows his stuff. The Wisconsin fire was more devastating. Yeah, you guys talked about it, right? So I just barely blipped on it. And I started diving into it a little bit more yesterday. It was really sad. That's part of that dense, heavy energy here is a lot of death. And we're not very big at all. So that's pretty sad. Are you in the right? Mr. B, are you in the right chat right now? Everywhere you go is the right chat. Oh, no worries, Cal. I didn't say Cal for now till I get that right. Someone, I passed it somewhere, but she said the proper way to say her name, and I want to say it the right way. 5:52 a.m. Bless you for waking up so early. I know last Tuesday I did it pretty late, but it was random, and it's because I was working full Tuesdays. Now, I think for the month of September, I'm not going to be, so I think this might be my little time. So I'm gonna stick to that. Okay. Here on Kira. Hi, Kira. Oh, how are you? just started lunch and here you are. Nice to see you. I still love my favorite story about Kira. It was in 2020. I went to I can't think of Gilliland, Essetti Ranch. And I got a gift. I got an orchid from Kira via Todd. I went to Essetti for a little visit. And then afterwards, Todd came to our house for a visit. My friend Todd Hasserman, he stayed with us a couple nights and it was really cool. He was doing sound bowls with the kids. He hosted a little workshop. I had my little like minds come over. And then he goes, "This is from Kira. It's my orchid. I wish I could say it made the journey out here to Wisconsin, but I lost most of my plants. Not to death. I gave most of them away." So that one I was keeping going. And so it's thriving on a biodynamic garden right now. Biodynamic garden right now. I've given a lot of my orchids and all my beautiful plants away. So that's my Kira story. See if Jeremy, if you're still here, this is what happens. I just get these random synapses based on what I'm seeing, and I just like care sharing. Bing, that's my Care Bear heart. Talco's editing the new video about my latest adventure, searching for stories and legends of treasure. And it's raining here. Hey, thanks for that translation on there. Yeah, Talco Detector, I was very impressed. It's a very cool channel. And I love it when it's, you can't, a lot of your stuff too. I mean, unless you really were working at it and really trying to pull something over on somebody, it's pretty damn authentic. You're digging right there on the spot and hiking through the forests and everything. Most people go with Cal for the same reason. Kalena. I can do that. Kalena. Stas from Joe Fox in the house. How the heck are you? How you feeling, Joe? What's the latest? Boy, do I miss Lawrence August. Lawrence had a birthday, our same anniversary, 8/18. That's Lawrence's birthday. So big blessings to Lawrence. I swear I'm gonna catch him. He is Mr. Busy Pants, and I'm gonna catch him, and we're gonna do another Headlines and Healthy Hope because I do love chatting with him. So that's how I know Mr. Joe Fox and I. We really got to know each other on those shows. How are you feeling? I hope you're doing good. And Todd, I don't know where Todd is. Once in a while, I have seen him view an Instagram story, and very once in a while. So I know he was never very active on social media, and I know he was traveling the country all the time. So maybe he's landed somewhere. I'll have to check in. I know since I had that exchange with him, I have a new number. So I don't know how I'll connect through on social media. Boy, my words are I'm having a problem today. When do I not? Talca, I have many stories and legends about lost treasures, as well as experiences from explorations I've undertaken, and I want to share them with you and all my friends. That's what we're going to talk about. Heck yeah. And thank you to your I know you have a translator that was going to assist you on our interview. So I'm coming back, Talca. I swear I'm coming back. And thank you to my son, Huck, who is on his way back from Wisconsin Dells because I stole his computer. You should see all the cords and things around me right now. Because I was like, what is going on? And then I'm like, it's just the energies. Woo, I love that stuff. Oh, you're very welcome. That's so sweet. So there was a funny thing I was going to tell you. So I'm making a Bigfoot cake after this. And I will send a picture. Little girl's birthday's tomorrow. It looks like the weather is going to comply. So I think we start at the beach and then we head to the woods. And we're going to amplify and raise our vibes. And I'm going to have a little treasure hunt in the woods. Hopefully we get to work it out. And then here's my weirdness. Especially a lot of you have followed my tale for several years now. But at least for 6, I've been vlogging and talking online, especially about the hippie stuff, especially about the hippie granola, motherhood, mom, homeschool, Waldorf, that stuff. And guess where I'm going tomorrow night and the next night? To the public schools open house. Why? Because my children are in public school now. Can you believe it? Here's what I want to share, though, and why what I went through was, like I shared with Carol and Jane, I'm going through a lot. Perimenopause. My kids are I have 2 teenagers now. When did that happen? And, they're needing me less and less. So I've been kinda, like, going through not an identity crisis, but letting go, a really, really big phase, letting go of how I was not controlling the situation, but my choices for the situation, I'm letting go, and I'm expanding and opening. And what I want to share is, and this is why I will not hop on a lot of bandwagons when it comes to education or whatever it is, because there still are incredible old school towns that are doing it the old school way. Like, not only was I not questioned about medical choice, because that can actually happen. Hello, California friends. We thought, honestly, when you are under that umbrella of medical control and when you have your rights, that whole thing, we don't have to get into that. It's not like you don't believe it's anywhere else. You just forget what that feeling is like to not, you know, to fight against something all the time, or to constantly be rogue and creating new. No, we just kind of like streamlined right in. And I'm like, first I'm like, that was too easy. What's the catch? And then I'm looking into the curriculum and I'm looking into stuff. I'm like, okay, they're going to slip in something. Nope. It's pretty darn cool. I want to publicly say there are actual places in the United States of America that are functioning like a healthy family unit, like just given the A's, B's, and C's, and the 1, 2, 3s, and then letting the child lead through their passions, and it's still considered a public school. So there you go. Never thought I'd say that out loud, but I am. And hey, it's so great. They can walk there, and I have a little bit of a life back. And this is how I choose to do it. And I work in a little boutique, a really foo-foo clothes that a bunch of foo-foo ladies like. And it's really a trip. I've met the trippiest people. Oops, that was a fast scroll and I missed that. So how about that little mind blow about the school thing? So I'm excited for them. And I think I've mentioned before, my daughter's going to be the drum major. She's like the doot with the whistle and everything. So I'm going to see them in the town parades and at the games. And we're like fully engrossed, embedded in this small town. And it's like, I feel the fog lifting. Even though the dense paranormal energies are here, we are starting to amplify some light, and it's pretty cool. Starting very, 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 very slowly to find the others, very slowly. And that's okay. I find almost the older I get, the quieter I get, except on here, Diary of the Mouth. But in my little 3D world, I've gotten a lot quieter. One foot in front of the other really is what I have to be doing now these days. Did I miss something? Oh, yes, I think that's his handle, Talcum Detector. Yeah, generally get it, no worries. Thanks, hon. Will the cake be blurry if you take a picture of it, of my Bigfoot cake? Oh my gosh, I'm a little nervous, to be honest. I signed up to do it. I really wanted to. I don't do it, and part of me is like, there's this mom guilt because with my kids, and I just bought a cake, put a picture of a cat on it, and there we go. But they're little. These are little kids, and that little part of me is still there. So this is going to be my second kid's birthday party under my belt, where I get to kind of like do things, and I'm like, this will be a fun side hustle. I'm gonna pump this up a little bit, come in, do the entertainment kind of thing, and maybe if I can put a little package together, it could include cakes and decorations. Because now that my kids are like, see ya, or we're going to the drive-in, or next year they might want to go to do something away with their friends. I don't know. And now I can take care of other little kids. The teaching thing has not panned out so much as far as me joining the district, possibly soon. I know the giant wants me to, because it will help with our mortgage. But there is this. So maybe the public school is very much still about the family unit and things, but there is, I'm pushing it here. It's still very much about, oh gosh, how do we even word this anymore? Not because of what's in the chat now, but because of algorithms and all that kind of stuff. I am very, not leery, but I am looking a little bit about, I'm doing this because I want to get in there and amplify and light it up. But seeing this big need of the special ed stuff, I'm like, can I help? Because I've worked with so many children in my class too, where the families chose to reboot their kids. They clean them out in so many ways, and the children come back online. And I don't think that this town's ready for that yet. So how was that? I delivered that. So I'm cautiously tiptoeing in, not to be full on teacher. Here comes Miss Heidi, or full on sub. I'm on the clock all the time. I'm going to stay with the little lady boutique house and slowly introduce myself to the district, because I feel like my loose lips might cause more harm than good right now. I feel like there's a few steps that can be, instead of pumping all this money and resources and time into working with children that need so much assistance, I like to go, why? What is the root of them needing this assistance? And that perspective is a little different. That's where my California woo comes in. And I don't think there's not too many yet that are willing to have that conversation. So building the new doesn't mean I don't like this segregation thing anymore. We're doing this over here, they're doing this over here, and we're doing it right, they're doing it wrong. No. I'm going to have a little foot in both and learn from both, because there's always something to learn from it. And then see how can I use the knowledge I do have to help both. Not start over because that's wrong, but it's being like, because I'm involved in it now and I want to share what I know. So maybe there's some kids I can't help. I kid you not. Maybe I'll save this if I can wrangle Lawrence and I, but worked with a lot of people and known people and have had people in my life that have had very serious ailments that they've completely, and they're doing just fine today. Don't people really want to know how and why they do that? And now that could get me really in trouble. So I'm just going to chill right now. California with KH. I don't want to throw some signs and then some screenshot at me like, told ya, she's one of them. I imagine that Wisconsin's pretty good for schools, and your kids will get, oh, I'm really far back, aren't I? Integrated good social interactions. They already are, Kira. Yeah, it's kind of cool. I do love that my son's still very much a homebody, or just likes being with family. He's got this one special friend who's so polite, so nice. The families are cool. I'm really, really grateful. My daughter's navigating just being, older. It was more like me losing control of my son. Wait, what did I miss, Bigfoot Dwarf? Oh no. Oh, Kira, it's been a blessing, and it's been the biggest ass kick, Kira. I have had the biggest 9 months, most intense, stressful. I started getting x-rays to check on my body, be like, what is going on with me? Because my body was having such a visceral reaction to being here. Now, could it be all the woo-woo, or could it be honestly being tested over and over again? When it comes to family, when it comes to choices, when it comes to just trying to find how I can integrate here, it's been a test, but I'm grateful. I love that stuff. Like, challenge me, help me rise up, help me master myself. I'm totally cool with that. Oh, we got birthday organizers. Cool. I always wonder, I'm not necessarily a good organizer, but I can put it on. I can put on the show. Hey, you could be the organizer, and I'll do the da 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 da. Oh, you're in bad reception. No worries, Joe. Birthday cakes and cupcakes. Is a big side hustle around us. Oh, yeah, I bet so. Oh, is that the name of the company? Birthday cakes and cupcakes? Silence is a virtue, Terry. I hear that. Yeah, my tongue's got me in trouble quite a few times. And honestly, who's ready for a snarky bit? The Bigfoot. Yeah, just frost the whole top. So it's missing the cupcake. Perfect. Oh, thanks, Telka Detector. Absolutely. Cheers to you. And we will stay in email touch for sure. Energetic shift going in for many, but making West Coast, that is huge. Yeah, it's been a lot. Kira, I was out there more than half my life. So it was a big to do. What I appreciate, when I will look back on, and I don't expect my family, my kids, and my hubby to like call it out, because it's not about me anymore. But I don't want that. I choose your words. It wasn't about me anymore. That's the words I'll choose. I had to make sure what we were making this decision was better for all of us. And if I happen to be the only one struggling, which was the case for several months, I got to figure it out. It wasn't like I was like, we went the wrong way. Fuck it. It was like, this is going to be tough. And it got tougher and tougher and tougher and tougher and tougher. And then really the root of it is, it's so funny. I saw some numbers change, and that was after I had that little care share about choosing how you handle yourself in your meat suit. Anyway, when I chose to look at the root of what was really the problem, and it was me not relaxing to the change and not letting it unfold, but also really I was very lax in my boundaries. So that played that was a repetitive lesson through time, but the boundary check, that was a big one. And so when I got firm with them, I started to heal a little bit better. So I really appreciate the little life lesson. It wasn't going to be all, big foots and cupcakes. It was a bumpy road. It was a smooth ride out here, which is exactly what we had manifested and hoped for and put out there, that we'd have a safe journey, because it was January. And everything really did unfold the way that it was supposed to unfold. The rough part of it was the resistance in my mind and in my heart. And so I've been working on that. I'm happy. I'm grateful that I've had that ass kick. Okay. Oh, we're talking the cakes now. I'll tell you how I'm going to do it. Brown frosting with texture like fur. So crushed up cookies is what I'm going to do. So yeah. So the funny thing is this gal, add coconuts to frosting. Dang it. Back to the store. That's a good idea. But I have a cool idea too. I'll tell you. No worries, Kira. I know. And back to the food talk. Always goes back to food, right, Jane? Let's all go to the lobby. Yes. So I missed him. Hopefully he'll be back in time today. But I was going to trace the giant's foot. I got this little piece of cardboard, and I'm going to smear it with chocolate frosting and make a couple little, like with a little knife or something. I don't know. No. That's not what I was going to do on that one. That's just that's the footprint. It's just going to be a footprint on the dirt. So it's going to be, this little girl does not like a lot of chocolate. This is the tricky part. When she goes out and gets ice cream and stuff, she's the one who gets like the fruity tooty and rainbow sherbet and all that kind of stuff. So I'm doing like a lemon cake, and then it's a white frosting, like a strawberry white frosting. But I have, I'm going to do on the cardboard, I'm going to make a foot out of chocolate frosting. I'm going to freeze it really, so it's really smooth, and that I'm going to place it on there. And then the crushed Oreos all around like dirt. But then I have green icing that I'm going to pipe up to do like a bunch of grass everywhere. And then she actually made something for the top. I was going to write happy birthday in her name. She's turning 10, double digits. Woo! It's magical. But I gifted them my first time I was at their property, gorgeous homestead, gorgeous, huge property, huge property. I got them some modeling clay, and she made a Bigfoot and a little ET. A little alien, and they're sitting together like woo, and that's what's going to be holding the candle. So instead of all the words and everything, I'm like, let's just do a really big foot in a cake, make it all edible, and yeah, it's going to have some like lemony strawberry flavors underneath, not all chocolate. So how's that sound? I could make her Yeti white cake. I know, but the whole thing now is about the dark foot. Big milestone. So go to the lobby. That's it. But okay, in the theater. I know the rainbow sherbet is a good. So I don't know if they'll have sherbet with it or we'll have something else with it. They're also such cleaned out little family. I don't think it's not. I know for us, like if you saw Charlie's cake, her thing was like there was only like 10 people. It was like we were feasting on that over a week. There's not going to be that many people, and I'm doing a 13 by 9. But, they're just not super sweet people. So it's so funny. And a little lemon zest. So yeah, to make those rigids and stuff, I have different nozzles for the piping bag. This is not my forte. I'm going to be winging it as I go. I did look up Pinterest pictures, and I did get like a little, idea of what to do. But what actually happens, we shall see. the cool thing is these kids are so like, everything's so like, wee, this is great, that there's not going to be much judgment. So that's pretty cool. So we might, yeah. And then, yeah. We're still feasting on all the ice cream we had from my daughter's cake. We had cake and ice cream, and holy smokes. Again, I would have gotten the foo-foo, super clean out ice cream, but you're getting the local stuff up here that's made in Wisconsin that didn't sell out. You know what I mean? I'm like, eat up. Let's just eat. Oh, good news. I think I shared this before. Guess where Marchin's going? The Giant's going after work. He's picking up our cow. So we're getting our butchered meat. We're going to have like 3 freezers full of meat. So if this marine town, if anything happens or we get another Elsa, come on over, everybody. Burgers on me. We got so many different cuts too. And he's just so happy because he's going to have his full brisket and everything. It's going to be, yeah, it always comes back to food. What else are we talking food here? Oh, yes, I'm a big smuggler at the movies. And when we went to Spider-Man, I took Hucky Pie and his kid and his buddy to the big, so we could do the 3D and do the big Spider-Man thing. But it's like the quiet credits are going, and then you hear my my bubbles, and then my Tupperware. I don't know how to do movies. I really don't like going to movies because I don't like people. Except I don't like people watching movies with me. I hate the distractions. I get really like I don't care. I'd much rather watch on a small screen at home if I knew nobody was going to talk. Gluten-free, yes. So many good options now. Yes. I actually asked. I'm like, "Are we going gluten-free here?" And she goes, "No, that's okay. But I'm going more gluten-free." I went into full-blown, so in this whole 9-month crazy town of adapting to this whole new life, I blew out my thyroid, and I went to the root of that, which was stress. And so lost so much hair, they say don't have gluten, and it's really because of the inflammation stuff. It's not the hippie woo. It's like, yeah, the inflammation is just killing the hypothyroidism thing. So I'm honestly just balancing my supplements, and I feel so much better. And that's really all I've been needing to do. I'm not doing anything prescription-y. I gotta watch it. All my memory bumps remind me that I went really hard for so many years about all the things, which absolutely sucks that you can't. And some people are like, just go to Rumble so you can talk about all the things. I go, yes, but when you are trying to, gently put yourself into new communities, you almost can't go that hard. You can't, just like, you just can't jostle people with. I like to give a choice, and I like to say this works and this could work too, if that's what you choose to do. And this is the results I get. So I'm going to stick to that kind of stuff. Whew, too many tangents. Sorry about that. Yeah, munchies are gonna. I can't wait till the cake is done. Or maybe I got one more little drink in the fridge. Maybe that'll help get creative with the cake. Oh gosh. Oops. Dwarf, is there anything? Are you up north, or are you in LA? I didn't check. I didn't see anything else happening. Is everything else? What I also saw on the news that they're allowing all the camps to come back, the homeless camps, like in all these parks. Is that true too? I thought that must have been a misprint, because aren't the Olympics coming and they were cleaning it all up? That's why it was getting cleaned up. You have to correct me on that. I don't want to put the wrong thing out there, but I saw it and I was just like, am I just seeing like a selective news feed? Sometimes they would do that. They'd only show the footage of, downtown and, just gnarly areas. And then people are like, that's LA. I go, that is not all of LA. LA is huge. That's a part of LA. Oh, what happened? What was that validation for? And I'm at 47 minutes, so I'm going to give it 3 anyway. I did promise I'm going to keep these low. And I'm thinking about an Illinois meetup. Since the last time we were all there, I think it was a good idea. Hanging out with roomies. Awesome. Hey, meetups are great. Holler. And just swing by. My mom's coming up, I think next week. Got to go work. Got to go back to work. No problem, Kira. Blessings to you. No pigtails. Yes, we were talking pigtails. I shared that with the fam. And of course, the giant's like, yeah, they're good. That's what he said. Oh, that's a different timeline. I was laughing so much. Oh gosh, did I miss it? I'm editing my new video, watching your channel at the same time. Good, Talka. Nice. Oh, LA. Los Angeles. I'm going to pour one out. Come on, LA. Pull it together. What are you doing? What are you doing? Anywho, so I wonder if I pushed it too far. Want to say thank you and hi to some new subscribers. I saw you there. So thank you for that. And thanks, Carol and Jane, for that, because I know got a nice little bump there from being on your show. So that was really cool. On the same way, you're not missing out on anything. Thanks, Bigfoot Dwarf. You know, I got a sweet little message today. One of the kids I used to work with, his mom was at a loss. She's trying to get him and these other school choices, and it's just not lining up. I mean, you really are reminded how so few choices are. That's why I got really looshed at by my old community, the old class I taught. You've all seen me cry. You've seen me talk about them. I've shared for years all the magic I've been doing in the classroom, and they all, why? Because I spoke up and said, you know what? It actually sucked behind the scenes, and they were not happy. And that's what I was kind of going to share before. As it comes at, I will never not share the truth. I'm going to say the truth, not even like try to sugarcoat it, but I'm learning sometimes, not that I'm not going to say it, but I don't know. I think even how I delivered all that truth of my experience there was done in a heart way. It's just some people don't like what they hear. And it's so interesting because parents used to sing my praises, turn their back on me because I shared what they didn't want to hear, which is it tainted their experience. It made and I'm sorry, but it's still my experience. I see this like, what's it called, oxymoron, or this hypocritical thing where we're trying to lead our children into adulthood by being courageous, by being honest, by sticking up for other people and doing all, doing what's right and being of service. But you can't talk about this because we need to use this, or don't look over there if someone gets hurt, and it's like, no, the veil's too thin, not only in the paranormal world, but in the 3D too. So you either got to step up and be a good person and speak up, megaphone and all. You don't have to go on social media like I have, but you can show your kid, yeah, I don't like how they're doing this. I don't like how they've treated people. There are so many good people that community has been literally told, do not, under any circumstance, contact those people, such as myself, that left maybe upset or that have shared a bad experience. Do not talk to them. And it's like, ew, if that's not guilt, or like, if you're doing something right, and if you really are this place that you say you are, like I've said before, you'd have enrollment up the wazoo. You'd have a line out the door of people who want to work there. This goes for my place in LA and the place here that I left. You would also have you wouldn't have the dark stories that go around. You just wouldn't have it. I mean, you'll always have it, but they don't catch. They won't catch because there's nothing to catch on it, because it's an untruth. When there's a truth that spreads and starts to affect things, I ask people to look into their heart. What example are you teaching your kids? And honestly, if you're that mad at me for what I was doing the past few years, I didn't catch your kids up enough, or whatever you've been told I didn't get to do, I want to remind you, no one checked on me. No one paid attention. No one read my newsletters for years, and no one seemed to care that I was making the most money for that organization and in that organization based on my huge class. So I guess I was doing something wrong because I went, you guys are running your business wrong. Okay, whatever. That was my snarky bit. I'm done. You like it? I'm just like, dear diary. By the way, I applied for the Circle. So, Circle, if you're watching, I could live in an apartment by myself and just talk to a camera. That would be so fun. So put some good juju out for that. Mama needs to get her giant home of our own. We love this house, but we are renting. It'd be nice to just buy it off a guy or something, but you need a lot for that. Just because we left LA, people think we're like, we have something. And like, no, I basically have 2.5 jobs right now. We're still getting by. Thank you for that. Oh, voting me, I have to be me. If I want to be free, I have to be me. Amen. Okay. So honesty is the best policy, but honesty is the best policy. Be honest in all you do, and all comes back to you. It is relevant. So what I was honest about. So here's the funny bit. Oh gosh, let's just do this. Well, it's so funny because it's honestly about two things right now, which blew me away. I had to sit there and go, wow, if this is a recurring lesson for me, what part do I play? And so I had to really pay attention. And my part was using both businesses just like they were using me. I used one to get my own kids through the program and to have work. And I used another business to get the work. But also I was trying to turn it into something bigger for me and my family. And, no, they want to do it their own way. So, but what I was sharing was some really ugly untruths, things that happened behind the scene, treatment of other educators, treatment of I was gaslit a couple times. I think the biggest gaslight, and I'm going to say this, you can clip this if you want, because she never knew what the heck I was talking about. So the owner told me after an event once that they're going to change the whole end of the year event for that grade, which was my daughter's grade. A big deal change. It would have saved thousands of dollars. It would have saved a week in time. It was going to create this big, overwhelming planning organizational thing to just down to a weekend, and it was going to be simplified. Anyway, cut 2 months later, all of a sudden this big, huge, crazy, expensive thing started getting organized. I'm like, whoa, what happened to when you said you were going to do this smaller thing? I never said that. I don't know what you're talking about. Did you talk to you? What do you, and in a very rude manner in front of other parents, put me down, saying, you don't know what you're talking about. Blah, 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 blah. And then I'm like, at that time though, I already had the screenshots from class parents among the organizers saying, hey, we're going to cancel that whole thing according to the owner, and we're going to do something else. I had the validation. I had the proof. Why I didn't share I had the proof is because I don't want them to know that I got the proof from, it's not like it insiders. I was friends with everybody, and I didn't want any attention on them, because then they'd get in trouble. Why did you share our personal things? So that wasn't theirs to share, but it was in my back pocket the whole time. And this woman just downplayed me. She brought another woman in. Heidi, you must have misunderstood. And then she started treating me differently. And I'm like, you all are just lying to your teeth. You just, because you don't want to admit you were wrong. It was so weird. I mean, that was one tiny little bit. There's so many things I could snark about it of what we said. Scully Pop, how the heck are you? Oh, yes. Sorry, Cal. I should have gotten that. That was when I was an educator at a homeschool learning enrichment center that has been under fire. So what happened with them is they think that there's a couple moms, less than a handful, that single-handedly made them lose their charter funding. So they're losing status in the homeschool community. The funny bit is how could a couple moms do that to an organization that's using state money? The problem is they were never doing it the right way. They lost their tax status. All these things you can find online. They were doing things corruptly. But honestly, I give them grace because it's a very overwhelming business to run, especially when you're dealing with state funding and homeschool funds and everything. It's but they didn't ask for help. They kind of did bells and whistles and tap dance, look over here things. And they used Rocket Lawyer, just changed the name of the place so they could keep doing it, and whatever. We all used it. And they lost a lot of money, and they lost, who's here? The door just slammed, but I know nobody's home. Who's here? Hello? Is the kitten out walking around slamming doors? I got another ghosty ghost, so we'll have to check on that. I just got flushed. Maybe it's a sign I shouldn't be talking about this because they send so much loosh. I can feel it. It's so gross. But anyway, these little tiny moms. Oh, someone must be home. These little tiny moms, they did not single-handedly do that. This was happening for some time, that other parents were just happened to be reporting on their experience, and they're like, charters were already like, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? A couple parents going, I had a bad time. That's not going to do it. It's people running your business the way you're not supposed to run it that did it. So what did these moms get? They got served in front of their children, and they had to go to court. And then the owners lost that in a big way. It went up. The judge was so for the parents, and it was a real display of obvious truth wins. Yet they still spin it going, no, the moms took us to court. Like, they're still doing this puppet things where I'm like, how about you just say, I'm so sorry. We made some poor choices. We need help. That's it. There was a point where I worked with somebody and we really wanted to help them. I was there and I'm like, okay, I see it's getting messy. And it's not like they're ruthless messy. It's like it's overwhelming messy. And it's like, take the help. And so when they wouldn't take the help, they fired the person that was trying to help. And then, that when I left, really threw a wrench in their thing, because for a year and a half, they didn't plan correctly. But no one was allowed to talk to me because, oh gosh, I'm going on tangent. I got to read what's going on. I had to vent that. This is going to get chopped up, isn't it? Oh, well, sorry. Not sorry. Scully Pop, how the heck are you? Any cool stuff coming up? Scully Pop reads stories, and he's got a fun community too. Oh, Bigfoot, are you in there too? Yeah, it was really gross. And the interesting thing is, I befriended, based on my rants, I befriended one of the person that came up with the name and the logo and everything, that saw me. They started hitting me up. These other charters started, people used to work within them, hit me up to share their experience too. But they said the same thing. I don't want to say anything because I don't want my kids to get, I don't want it to infect the community. And so maybe I'm the asshole because I moved out of state, and that's why I said something. I had to wait till I was safely out, but I wasn't like, sons of bitches. I was just like, well, this happened, this happened, this happened, this happened, this happened, and that's not okay. And how did I overcome it? I kept pulling my bootstraps up and doing a good job over and over and over and over and over again. And so whatever. My heart is that community. I loved everybody so very much. I still do. And I just feel like someone can make a mistake and go, oops, I made a mistake. I need some help. And someone else can go, not only is no one going to see this, I'm going to cover it up with a story, and I'm going to rat other people out and throw them under the bus and create a storyline about them so they look like the bad guy. Like, it gets uglier and uglier and uglier. And that's what they're in the middle of. They created a shit show around them. And yet they're blaming just a couple people. It's like, I was talking to people since the start, like 8 years of people, not just the people from the last 2 years. So if anyone clips this up or sends a little screenshot, or if this gets around, you can keep talking about the same names you keep talking about. I've talked to the people from years prior, before I ever even started there, and it is consistent. So you do you, boo. How was that snarky bit? I got to throw one in there. There's a lot of doors going on here. Hello? Go check it out, Bo. You haven't done anything. I know the garage didn't even open, so I know he's not back. I might have to go check this out. Maybe the kids are back from the water park. I don't know. And Bo's going nuts. Is someone in the house? Hey, answer me! Oh, it's Hawk. They're back. Are you messing with me? You can't talk to someone who talks about paranormal stuff and start slamming doors and not answer me. The kids are back. With that being said, I know, no, the kids are back. I'm going to check in with them because they were gone for the night come say hi. Come say hi. Hi. I'm live. You guys were doing doors. I thought it was a ghost or something.
No. We were just,
do you want to say hi?
Interested in being quiet.
Oh, are they here?
No, they were.
Were you up here?
No. Oh, well, Hug came up here to show them Cookie.
Oh. Do you want to say hi or no?
Hi.
It's Charlie and Hug. They're right here. Hi. All right. Well, I'll come say hi to you. I had problems, girl. I could not get your computer going. It's underneath this one.
That's my computer.
I know. I got yours going. Well, and now Bo's going, and there you go. So it's no ghosts this time. I'll wrap it up, and then I'll come give you. Okay, I'll be right there. No ghosts. Do you like how this is the first thing I thought of? It's a ghost.
Not even your own children?
I really didn't think you'd be back by now.
Wow.
Oh my gosh. The kids are back in town. Mr. Snowball, dude, your crowd awaits. Got to give a shout out to Chiro Sounds. Oh, you've been assaulted a couple times lately. What the heck you talking about, Cal? Oh, grab a weapon. Oh, I know what you mean. Oh yeah, with the house. You know what? I genuinely, I get the hair on the ends. I know when there's something kind of trippy, I can cut a bitch. Believe it or not, all my shits and giggles. I could be. But it's like between like the garage didn't go, which I look at down below. I knew the giant was getting the beef, but technically he could have put the truck right here and come in and come out and just hear me and then shut some doors. But it was enough of them for me to be like, what? But why was that? Was they were showing my sister and my nephew the kitten, and they had already left. So case closed. But yeah, no, I was thinking of a couple things, and the dog didn't do jack. So, oh, I shouldn't put that out. Just so you know, robber people, he usually does. He will go for your throat, go for the jugular. So don't even try it. And yeah, I got weapons right here. But I got weapons right here. So just saying. And I live with a giant. Actually, all my family are giants now. I'm the little one. And I was 5'6" growing up. I'm shrinking though. I'm about 5'5", barely 5'5" now. So all is good. All is okay. But I'm going to wrap it up and catch up with my kiddos and get myself ready to make a Bigfoot cake. Oh yeah, the swords. I have katanas. You know, Huck's been collecting some. He's got a cool display. I'll send you a picture of that too. I know. I'm good. That's what I'm going to go tell him, Blazer. Next time you come home, you come tell me. Come see me first. But they're really good at giving me my space when I do this. So anyway, thank you so very much. Thanks for playing with me. Thanks for helping me navigate a robber. Wow, wouldn't that have been something? Dang. I also have a pen in school. I got it. Yeah. Thank you very much. And wait, because it feels yuck. So the bit to that place, both places, to that place. Oh my gosh, I was talking about that place in my that I used to work at in California. I chose to go there every time. I loved the educators that worked with my children, so much so that is why I stayed. I was there for them. So there is always something right, even amongst something that's going wrong. What I was looking for was a sense of accountability because we are working with children. And the way that the children were being treated, not mine, but some, and parents, when they speak up and raise concerns, the way they were leaving was not okay for a place that takes care of kids. That is why I spoke up. I spoke up graciously. I spoke with open heart. I had one of the owners come to me on social and talk, and I continued the conversation. I am not throwing books at anybody, and I'm not, taking people to the street. I'm just sharing my experience. And if that is enough cause for people to turn their back on me, that says more about them than it does about me. So, but I would do it all over again. I would go to the same place. I would have my kids do the program like they did. And yeah, so I don't know if you can't really poo-poo what I was able to do there. I was praised so much that now that they turn on me, I'm like, you guys, what are you doing? I saw how it was working for us, and we were a community. So what is this? And I send them all love, and I miss them, and I miss their children. So anyhow, peace out. I know 6 minutes later. Oh my gosh. Okay, Bigfoot cake to come. I'll see you next week, Tuesday. Smell you later. Bye. Okay. Oh, the song. Okay. So if you want to stay and hang out a little bit, Blazer made this song for me. I'm going to play it in its entirety. I do not have a little show for it. And I would love to have credits roll and all this fun stuff, but I don't have any of that yet. So just listen to the song. I'm going to have my little graphic, and I'm going to catch up with my kids and eat a lot of cake batter. Okay, smell you later. Bye. Thank you so very much. And thanks to the new subs. Let's start this over. Ready? It won't. Hold on, I think I have to remove myself. What's over here? See you later. Have a beautiful one. Thanks, Blazer.
To the journey of high